Thank you. So nice to see so many of you. So today, I will try to tell you something about poetry and poems. And where to start? So first, what is poetry? Yes, it's the small things that surprises us, that grabs our attention and leaves us standing naked. And the best thing out of this is that whether you like read poems or not, whether you long for good literature or not, there is still poetry all around us, each day in each activity. So today I will try to help you to see that, to discover those poems. Yes? Usually when you start speaking about others, you end up speaking about yourself. So today I will start speaking about myself and hopefully will end up speaking about you. So who am I? As I was presented, a teacher, poet, translator, writer. Also, until last November, I was a banker, worked 17 years in a bank. Many positions, as it was mentioned, like from the financial advisor, project manager, economist, lawyer, even a lawyer, and the team lead for 7 years. And what it gave me a different perspectives to the world. And I think this is really important. IB economics is also about that, about different perspectives, yes? We have theories, models, logic. We try to put the structure in chaos. We try to put rationalities into emotions. But are we rational and logical? No, far, far away from it. And the idea of economics is to see different perspectives. Yes, each issue, event, case has some different winners and losers, different stakeholders, yes? And they have different perspectives to the world. You might not support them, you might not agree with them, but you have to understand them because understanding different perspectives helps you see not only the big things, but also the small things. And usually, in small things, the biggest happiness is hiding. For example, me, myself, nowadays, when I am unhappy, when I'm just at 10 o'clock in the morning, going to the bus stop, that will the bus will bring me to school, yes? And I'm just free outside, don't care about anything, just go to this bus stop. Why I am happy there? Because for 17 years, at 10 o'clock in the morning, usually I was in the discussions, meetings, sitting by the computer, by the screens, and I was doing something, just not being outside, just not walking somewhere really. So now, when it's 10 o'clock in the morning, I go to the bus stop, I'm happy, genuinely happy, yes? And one of my former students visited me during her holiday when I told her the story. She told me what a sad thing to hear, being happy just going to the bus stop. Well, I couldn't argue with her because probably I would have said the same thing if I would be at her age and at her position. But now, when I have more perspectives, I see those small things, and these small things that brings me happiness. And what is important is that if you enjoy something, you have to do it. You have to be brave and keep on doing it. The same is with writing. Yes, I started from a scratch. I don't know, in 12th grade probably. And during the process, I got rejected numerous times. My ideas, my proposals, fail after fail after fail after fail. But I enjoy writing, so I kept on writing poems, fiction stories, and other things. And still, each time I tried to do something differently. And you know what is the biggest secret? Not the biggest, but still a secret to some. If you really like something, and if you would keep on doing that something for a really long time, and then you will definitely succeed. That's the rule. Like it's inevitable. Like you just have to keep on doing that stuff. And the same was try to fail after fail after fail. But now, like I'm an author of 11 books, many voted into the best books of the year list, and I still receive many no's. I still receive many rejections, but I still keep on doing that. Why? Because I like it. And that is poetry. Yes, happiness in small things. Where to find poetry in school? For example, I'm preparing for lessons. Yes, sometimes it takes hours, sometimes it takes days. I try to cover all aspects of this and then try to prepare for all sorts of questions that may arise during the lesson. I try to imagine me myself being a student, which questions I would ask. And like I prepare demand and supply, different types of unemployment, monetaries, new classical views, like and so on and so on and so on. Then I go to the lesson, and do I receive those questions? Well, sometimes I do, but most often there are different type of questions. For example, which African country I would like to visit? Or which song of Jonas Mikutavičius I like the most? Or is this nail polish color pretty? Well, how could I know that? Yes, like all those questions, if I would be preparing for 100 years, I would still not be prepared for them. And these questions surprise me. And that's the beauty in things, yes? And that is poetry. And going forward with a school, so homework. You all have homework to do at some point. Yeah, you know that. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. When you don't, you have excuses. So some excuses are like rational, like I forgot. I didn't know where to find the material. I was not feeling it, yes. Or my cat vomited on my pillow last night and I needed to clean everything up and I had no time left for homework. That's real excuse, yes. I'd heard this. Sometimes you're creative, like I did it, but it disappeared. How can something that's not existent disappear? Yes, it's impossible because I see edit history or shared documents. So like still these excuses are there. One time I got really extraordinary excuse. Yes, I give home task to be done until the last day of September, which is 30th of September. And on 3rd of October, I asked the student like, well, did you do it? And she told me like, well, I thought you gave home task to be done until 31st of September. No, that was not the case, but she was sticking to the story, yes, 31st of September, and she's saying, as there is no such date, I thought I didn't have to do it. I was like looking at her and trying to believe whether he believes what she's telling me, yes? Because, well, that's something out of this world. And that is poetry. The beauty, yes? Like the beauty in the irrational, illogical things. Other things are like bus stories, as I call them. Usually I have lessons, like last lessons of the day, 7th, 8th lesson. After students go to the bus, go home, and this bus stop is about 3-4 minutes from school, and the bus goes each 30 minutes. And I know you don't like to wait for a bus. Yes, no one likes to wait for a bus. But I am sure that you would keep your stove in order not to wait for a bus. So usually students ask me to let them 5 minutes earlier. But one time this guy was really persistent. He was saying, oh, it's super urgent, super important. Please let me go, like I have to get to the bus. Well, okay, I let everyone go. What I expect that he would grab his bag, like rush out the classroom, run through the bus stop. When I get, like he's turning into sloth, yep, slowly picking the stuff, like chatting, smiling in slow motion, going out of the classroom. And I was like, well, are you not enough? Are you? Like, what's happening? Is this real? And that is poetry. Yes, like I'm laughing inside myself. That is pure poetry. Or another story, like this girl, she was struggling with the lessons material. All the students that I'm talking here is 11th and 12th grade, yes? Not kids, small kids. That brings like the poetry even more like beautiful. So this girl was struggling a bit with the topics, but she really invested time, wanted to take the test to make it good, and even came to the consultation before the test. That there was this test. She was writing, focus. I thought that she would do really well. And she finished 15 minutes earlier, gave me the sheets, and even like chatted a little, said, well, some questions were easier than I thought them to be. And I would just went through the papers and I saw that some questions are missing, like answers. One or two are missing. And I said, well, you still have time. You could finish that. And she said, but I have to get to the bus. And I'm saying, but the next one is in 30 minutes. And she says, like, I do not want to wait. And I'm like, what? What are we talking about? Yeah. And that is poetry. Like, I am just not surprised. Surprise is just too little word to define what it is. Yeah, it's poetry. Or another thing, like it was IB exams, and at the graduation party, I asked this one student, well, how did it went? Like, because economics was the last exam, many exams in so short time, so past exam, end of everything. So she's telling that, well, I really did many things, right? Covered many things. I was really focused. But I saw that my friend finished earlier and left 20 minutes earlier. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I also should go. And I went out. And I think, well, like you finished everything, yes? She said, well, most of it, yeah, most of it. Something was left, but I thought it's enough for me. And I will feel what you are preparing 2 years, super focused, super intense, trying to get in your dream universities, yeah, so like Netherlands, Denmark, UK, whatever, and you just go out 20 minutes earlier because your friend did so. And I do not have words to describe this. Like, you cannot write this poetry, you cannot read this poetry, you have to let it out, like blossom it. But yeah, like, it's irrational, illogical, but if you are feeling it, like, probably you have to do it. And also sometimes irrational and illogical. For example, painting, yes? I like that idea of painting. Well, thus I cannot paint. Like, really, I cannot paint. If I would need to paint, of course, you will not be able to, like, separate it from a dog or a four-legged table with a lamp on it. I don't know, like, I'm so bad at this. But I have the idea that, well, there are millions like me, and there is surely a way to succeed in it. So I thought, I cannot draw on anything specific. It has to be something conceptual, yeah, something abstract. And I bought big canvases. Yes, if you want to get noticed, you have to be big. Like, if you do not know how to do something, then do it big. Then someone will, like, understand it as a conceptual high. So I painted on those canvases, made a picture, sent to all the galleries. Of course, failed miserably. Like, what could I expect? Yes, I cannot draw. Although, still, after a year or so, I repainted everything with color on top of the last paintings, because, like, I cannot buy more canvases. I do not have where to store them. So I repaint it on top, and some miracle happened. One painting was bought. Uh, Not by a relative of mine, yeah, not my mother. But still, it was bought. It gave me like an illusion that I might do it, like I might succeed in it. And I tried to do more, and of course, other paintings failed. Then, after a year or two, I repainted them one more time on top. Created a story for each of the paintings, and well, at some I don't know how, but I succeeded in like some libraries accepted them and exhibited them for like in public places. Yeah, like 3 or 4 libraries in Kaunas for 3 or 4 months exhibited those paintings, and I was like, whoa, like I cannot paint, but still they're there, so maybe I did it. Of course, after the time passed, like no one was interested, but still the idea that you can't accomplish something if you are doing something really long enough and if you really like that thing. Yeah. So now, once again, I will be baking them on topic. I don't know if something will happen out of that. Maybe no, but I like doing that. Yes, I enjoy doing that. And if you're failing, but you are still doing that, maybe then it's important to you. And this is poetry. Yes, you keep doing that, even though it's irrational, illogical. You're still doing that. So my two piece of advices to you, like first thing is be free, be brave, do what you like to do, yes? Laugh, cry if you need to, but be a poem for yourself, like surprise yourself. And the next thing is try to see a poems in others, yes? They need your support. They need your compassion. So laugh with them, support them, encourage them, give a shoulder if they need to cry on. Yeah, because in the end, the two things that matters the most are people and memories. So cherish both of them and become a poet that you would like to find one day in the world. Thank you.